Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're playing some Idle Heroes and we're going to have a little bit of a serious discussion while we're doing daily stuff. So before I start, I just want to say I'm not a part of the leadership at all. I don't know what they're thinking, what their plans is. Well, I know many plans, but I don't know like fully in detail plans over what's happening and what people are thinking and stuff, but I'll give my input on everything that I can see from my point of view, and hopefully that will give you guys an insight over what may happen if you at all care about the private server, of course. If you're here for official, I'm sorry, not today, well maybe today, I will see, but for now let's do some dailies. So, what's been going on is, it's been nearly, if not already 1 month, it's probably been like a month, basically. And there hasn't been any like big updates. We don't have Sea Land here. We don't have any monthly events. It's kind of going on repeat with different events, which is already listed in the Discord. So the events is pretty repetitive, of course, like it's that in the main too as well now, but I don't know because I'm not active enough in the official to fully know. But I feel like there is a little bit less of a player base now. Just I've been at chat. I'm a chatter, like I can say hello all, and like the chat isn't as active as it used to be. Like it used to be much more active. Same goes for the Discord server. It was super duper active when the game had regular updates. People would be like, many people would say like, yeah, is the update ready? Can we get that new system? And all of these things, like it's not as active as it used to be, but that's just from my point of view, from what I'm noticing at the times I am on. So I don't know if that has anything to do with the decrease of players, or if it's just less vocal players talking. Like it may be as many players, but they're less vocal about it, and it's kind of bad in my opinion that the server can't update like that, because obviously making monsters remodeled, redone, heroes even, well not remodeled, but you know, like the skills remade and whatnot and buffed and everything. Like, also for your information, this is how my cruise is looking right now. It's just not enough, you know, like people play this game, at least people played this private server, if not already are still playing it. They played it because it was following the official. Only difference would be a few minor things, like skipping a few battles, and just very minor things was different. And they would get the same events as the official, and you would have whip 13 with monthlies and all of that stuff. But now you don't. Now the private isn't following official anymore. Now it's on its own. It's not getting the updates the official is getting. So the question is the whip 13 and the monthly cards worth playing the private server for if you don't get original updates? And for me, I'm still interested in the private, of course, because I have a good team. But, well, good and good, depends on who you ask. But a new player, or players who have been very used to official, maybe playing official and private at the same time, main focus official, I think most of those probably left the private because it didn't follow up with their main account anymore. It didn't follow up with the official. So what's the point in everything, basically, in playing, like, if you're not going to get updates? And it's been pretty clear for a while now that we will not get updates. The private server will not get updated because it's impossible, nearly impossible, to write a decompiler even with a cash price of $1,000. Which is kind of unfortunate that has happened, because I was really optimistic. You guys know that about the private server being updated and all of that. But like after reading everything, and it's just I don't want to call out any leadership or anything, but it could be way better, I think. Like, it could be way more open. The leadership is obviously much better than any Chinese game leadership, but it could be much more open, much more active, much more on the point, much more working and optimistic towards making a fix for the server, regardless over how difficult the challenge is. And it was like the other day in the Discord, I was like saying, yeah, I'll give out $1,000 cash prize for anyone who manages to fix it, and a $50 prize for who finds the person who fixes it, to be able to make a lot of people be able to search out their friends or any coders, because then they'll be enticed by finding people for the reward, and the people fixing it will obviously be enticed because of the reward. And like, I said this, and I hoped that the leadership would share it, like in announcements or somewhere, like everywhere, so that most people would know about this. Because just me, I can't tag everyone or anything like that, so it's very difficult for me to get the message out. And they were like, yeah, no, we're not going to post this, we're not going to share this to anyone. And I am like, but why? Like what's the point in that? It doesn't make any sense. So it's kind of many things like these, and it's very difficult to get information, important information out of me or any other super duper leadership, because me is very conservative about what he is sharing. And it's very unfortunate, because it basically means the private server will not get an update with this leadership. And it's fine. It's fine. Again, I'm playing the game, I'm enjoying it, but it's very unfortunate to see how they are treating the product, you know. Like, there's tens of thousands of players, and I'm sure there's many thousands which is being disappointed every single day for not having the game fully update. Because just changing heroes and monsters may be enough for some, but I feel like for the majority it will definitely not be enough, which is very sad. But yeah, I want the game. I want the game to be updated. I'm one of those people. Like, it was even at some point I was like, why aren't they sharing it? Do they not want the update? And it took like a while later, and he said like, yeah, it's nearly impossible. And I said, who cares? Why not just share it and let anyone try? Why not let people have the ability to try, and maybe we will be surprised. Maybe someone professional, super pro will come along and just be like, yeah, this is easy. I've done this before, for example. So I don't understand why they're not sharing the information. So the state of the private server is kinda, it's going to be like this for a while unless something changes, basically. And is it a bad thing? I've kind of given my word on it. Personally, I think it's a bad thing. That's just me. I think it's a bad thing, but that's my opinion. And many people may think it's great that it's not following official, that it's balancing heroes and monsters. I think it's great to balance monsters, by the way, and even heroes, but not following official kind of makes it like, it doesn't make the game, like, it becomes more and more a different game, and we don't get grand new update. It's like these games which have private servers, which is like far behind the official, and they don't update. It's the same stuff, repetitive every single day, with the same events every single day. Maybe a few different heroes in the events, but that's about it. Like, what are you striving for? What's the point of playing the game if it's not updating properly like the official game? And I feel like many people ask themselves that question every day now, that what is the point? Why should I log in today? Why should I upgrade my heroes today? Like, I feel like it's just very sad what happened and what the official did. Obviously I understand why they did it. I'm not trying to blame anyone. Like, the official did a good job doing it. Obviously they don't want money to be stolen, but they want to earn as much as possible. So from a business strategy, I would do the same as the official. I would screw the private server over if I was the official, because it's probably a very big extra income now with many private server people joining. But from a personal point of view, from my point of view, who doesn't have anything to do with anything, I'm just a player, I feel like it's kind of sucky that I did that. But I'm like, I just wish that we found someone who could do the things we need to do, write a decompiler for Lua fields, Lua, and I wish that the leadership was more open and more optimistic and worked harder towards getting the server back to how it used to be. For right now, it's non-existent. So hopefully, maybe some of them will watch this video and they will be like, yeah, we could hopefully do something about it. But I'm quite pessimistic myself. Well, that's just a little bit of a discussion today. This was a little bit of a shorter video, but I just wanted to get everything out. My point of view anyway, what I mean and what I'm saying. And this wasn't intended to be just over 10 minutes. Hashtag all that ad revenue. Okay, kidding. It's, yeah, I'm weird. Well, have a nice one. And again, if you know anyone, like $1,000 cash prize plus $50 finder's prize is pretty cool. Next month, by the way, it's not like immediately. And besides, they have to fix the server properly, make it work, and then the prize comes, of course. Well, have a nice one, and goodbye.